mean, it's a really powerful movie. I feel really sad that we didn't know about more about this. You know what I mean? This is where cinema can be great because it can teach you something and it can make you go down that rabbit hole and want to know more. It's about especially black troops it's about black troops that went down south to train to go into World War One, and they were in Houston, and it was Jim Crow, very racist, and having to deal with superior officers that were racist and having to endure racism in a town. And it just gets to a boiling point where these soldiers have had enough and they stand up for themselves. But you know,
one of the things that you just mentioned that really caught me is that how similar or how connected these people were, but so disconnected. So they're in the same boat. They're all in the army. They're being treated in the most vile and terrible way. They all want to be men and be treated like human beings, but yet these other things keep them separated as we go along, meaning colorism, be it one is in jail and
educational experiences,
all the types of stuff that made it say, well, we're different, when there was so much to say that, you know what, we are the same and we are in the same boat. And I think that what Wilmot did in this was to show that in a way that really made sense, actually.
No, he did a great job. The thing that I like most about the 24th, and the thing that I like most that Kevin Wilmot did with this film, is he exercised cinematic patience. Because you would think like a lot of filmmakers would have rushed to the climax, which is, the confrontation between the black soldiers and the white police. But it was a very, the pacing was good. A lot of times when you say a film is deliberate, you think slow and boring, but that's not true in this case.
This movie for me was a little slow. I know Sean was talking about pacing, but for me, it was a little slow, especially when we have historical pictures. So they already kind of drag it out a little bit. Now, I do give them the kudos of this is a story I've never heard of before either. I was a little embarrassed to say that on here because I'm like, am I the only one who hasn't heard of this story before? So I had to look it up after I watched the film. But yes, these are the pictures that we need, especially about Black history, when we don't know everything that's going on with Black history and you feel a little bamboozled. Like, where was this at in my history class?
I'm thinking that you guys saying this is like a must-see movie.